Umpeu. Esu. Obi beka say we yemfa emotions, yemfa sentiment, yemfa hwe. Ye say the ordinary dey no. Ordinary dey mean say the sika nempu. Better the ordinary dey.
Odi benkum na agi.
Odi benkum na agi. Aha. Here rade. People am say me ko pa konwa di nsusu. Obeyire o. It odi benkum na agi ara me boa. It is say umpo esu.
Asu.
Esu we dey esu. But I don't forget say Premier League no so yashase. It was interesting game. Yesterday Liverpool versus Bournemouth. Liverpool show mo e ke 9 ebom etimu mienu. Interestingly, Ghana ni Abrantia dey ding Edesemenyo form too much. I wish you say ko boma Liverpool. Ko no boma Liverpool a ko betumi a shebe 4 crowds of 5. He's a very good staff.
Africa anopa yeduru achiripo anu nzagogo fotie.
Oh, I.
Agu Asante
Asante Achim Agogo. Se no kra ne ka. Anka ohene from Pon san ka no pa bia.
Ohene from Pon.
Ana de be na
bibia be fa.
Sisi am fai. Ache.
Me mate baako.
Me madam for no. I like him the way otimi fa ho. Ebe ka se so se bo. Ana se jatawada. De be count yase o fa ho be yi no. Na che se we heart. De be count yase.
Sisi ana madam for baako akua frima. Me ne ko Jesus. Wa friends are starting into that.
Now just say bia shan bi no paji.
Was you tie
no channel. Wo se bu ho sheda tetew. Sisi am ye bi ni o. One Mr. Bodo oye army retired. Oye ya no start it.
Akua frima de ono oye stand supporter of Lion Dia Pia.
Okay. Yes say awakum sin su tie pa. Ono abo how awakum sin.
Akua frima ne Pia Kubi ne ko nakra na.
Apia Kubi en.
Lion Dia Pia Kubi former Asante Atem no FMP.
Se jata
da na nche se ne se tutu.
Okay.
Akua frima body pa. Na akua frima me tell no pa.
Alright. Morning let say.
Ampacho me here.
Okay. Yeah, my mic and nko na afi. Yes, start it. It will start ye we be teaser na afi asabem. And Liverpool versus Bournemouth. It was 4-2. Tap on chance here na. Eketike na msi ye ebeje nsemo na. Em say vis dey minim say je nsemo dey because na man shada hunu game nim. No shada 7 years ni. Better the mama chance from before say be you know. But don't forget say Adabraka Elders Football Club. Mo be so Adabraka. Ko Johansson o se ne bra team no say o shomo o mam shedin. They all kind of say they be all like o shemu cry say mo nkoso.
Anopa mi huamu mini bus no. E wa Fankoberia. Adabraka Elders Football Club.
Eza.
E mi huamu mini bus no Fankoberia. Anam say na minim say bia mpanifo bia wa Adabraka na artist football team no. That
because Johansson said the brother the senior brother Nati.
And Ati wa hu. O mi hu omu isu Costa mi hu Fankoberia no.
O na come pa.
Na come.
All right. It's Asia sem free Liverpool.
Africa
and then one for there. And that's some she go.
Na superb.
Okay.
But by before that no say goes be.
I know they hard dream. They have say now person can be free. Who say?
Esa me can say enko na say David me grounds.
And na adwini bia e wo team a person oye no. And so so na me nyo park ni so no. Who say ne body adamfo bi te. Enche ho. Me share go do hu me ye. Who say me ko chia wo bi.
O ko chia no tre ho. Ni
and that's how you know me team to na say chances no.
O ba free kick ni there o born superb.
And they say
goal kick no how many goals?
Sisi am I'm 10.
When I'm 10.
You the number you bear you. Jonah number say 20 as saying.
Oh okay.
Me now me drew. And a Black Star coach so say you me hear me.
Oh and that there
opportunity to say pass.
Free kick ni there. Ronaldinho Nsano. Afa no ma festive no drew. Baby we dina say okay May 9th return leg no Kumasi no. Say the same drew the ball ni share. Samia je chikura wa hu hwe the same thing now boy. Internet there o Rasta Park hoye de na ugu ni kama koso ana yesa ball no there say jowe wo na no na to da bia na say obe shoot ni nko ana na me problem kakra o bo simple ball nice o touches ubi bia kama na to da bi so aya target goals eno so bo apa say goals there o say ano na onya vim free fans free man who footballers nya fans free man who nyina e goal scorers and say o bobo na untan say goals I won't tell nya fans in free man ho ti go aya ma goals ni flu ni say mi wo school no mi bogum sa na
kwef ma so member nko na wo
o say
park no so member nko na wo
say ya guess bi gina ho hwe bi aya hu
ne ana mi she goals
aya she goals say bond o bo say dia na say goals a man ma fans o say na kunum obi ba free ke fa hu esa wo she goals
esa na ma hwe aso boa me ne mo e ka say na no pay Presbyterian Church of Ghana Church Salvation Congregation jumedie bi koso ya to ni den women at the altar, that is a women's fellowship for other Roma, women at the altar, a time of prayer and fellowship no pe o ma chance ya o ma ka egu mu a enye asem keto akra na enra emza rehosem a me che say atu Ghana edi enti enra na yenua no ma mako enwotwe a omunya ye helicopter crash no enra ene de 6 na aka no ye omu ye fa say omu nyina ye omu nyina eyi won say before then ya you 2 enti enra no ene de 6 no be count na che say ye kan nyina bom ena ya omu nyina eyi e ha adwene papa aya rehosem e ha adwene enti based on that no eye gbese homo cap no so Accra so folk any Heart of Lions no homo so a part of the activities na ye nyina ye de eja ye nuanom achi kra nti echina Accra Sports Stadium so ebeye de obeye part of history and as be a part of Saj Media Ecoso my Ghana ya rehosem nti no se de be adache se wo ka sem bi kra na wo futuo bi na wo tu a wo betumi agina so kra tumi e de tu efo no nti be sere mo ada mo nhye no so emfa ema Bernard eti another game so hwe bi
Africa me hwe game
was interesting right
very very exciting game
eti ama ISS see ano premiership na open o
open
obi atumeje
afiwe de
me share Chelsea and Crystal Palace dey ni wia and be determine say bia Arsenal Manchester okay
Arsenal Man U
dey be dey nti omo dey they be can't say but Tottenham so this season anybody say obi a
to watch
it two games Sandra how did it go
Africa in say last season Liverpool bomodin age 20th league title into omo equal Man U Premier League titles no before that na Man U na age the highest Premier League title no age 20 na Liverpool won 19 until last season na Anstrot e di Liverpool anim emom so 20th league title a omo equal e say 2020 it's very unfortunate say Diego Jota wonya ne ba bi ko ya after helping Liverpool to that memorable triumph last season na on any brother akufiri mu ya into Africa all eye on Liverpool say obetimi a defend premiership awje no last season no na what take lead no because as it stands now there in the history of the EPL no Man U and Liverpool are tied as far as the highest Premier League titles are concerned 2020 until Liverpool to make this season and Africa were taking lead you know say in the history of the EPL on the highest number of titles
okay
by 21 until all eye on Liverpool into Africa no game no Anfield no mind you say Anfield here one venue even Real Madrid mu nyina through Anfield uduru ho jane noise e de begu so ho no until last season team say DM ya Anfield na nya de ketwa it took PSG in the UEFA Champions League go to me by Anfield no be share after say no lose 1-0 of France no by Anfield be share one a cup penalty sir omudi Liverpool free mu UEFA Champions League nti Anfield e be bia wo quiet nti Bournemouth for corner the Africa on paper no obeka say den ya Bournemouth e be lose or Anfield but the kind of opposition the man Liverpool Anfield the nura no Africa na is so exciting in say Liverpool take 2-0 lead
yeah
ana Bournemouth strongly ana yan nipa Anton Semenyo so by level ye na ye 2-2
yeah
where Semenyo equalizer na Africa superb baby our far ball ni free ya the run ya taking on the defenders of Liverpool a slot ball no in man ko ye 2-2 at a point in time na Africa na efe mania jama Semenyo ebra na amanfo ni abreso mo be making moves na de bi kwa ha me na o kasa Alexander Isaac atia say Newcastle nyana na nko Liverpool di ane oni Newcastle kura nye training bi ma me na o kasa wate atua a otifi ba Semenyo de ohun say no Bournemouth na me wo no say me ma hwe na say me move a me ho be kire me nti watre ho no asende the contract no is a perfect stay for Anton Semenyo and no so prove say try or press or better Bournemouth na Africa is in own interest because who players be brown pick form Africa move ya e ko di wo nsem a ayeyi nti me mani age say Semenyo atra Bournemouth and no wasate on a very good note so far no can Premier League a goal telling Africa 2 goals Africa on the lead say yeah say disaster be banner say mu bi mu a Semenyo e goal king say yeah wa say 2 goals perfect start for Semenyo Africa ye hwe ni mu say the remaining matches no e be kama o tena so Arsenal any Man U e de be bosso den Old Trafford and Africa you say Arsenal the last 3 consecutive seasons it be Arsenal did second and over Arsenal team na ho na o man handle lose players be apart from Thomas Partey free mu no all the other players ni nyina ho Odegaard ho Martinelli egusu ho di kan Rice mu nyina stay nti Arsenal the core of the team no ho nti hwe say Premier League title a omoje the last time 2003-2004 season no Africa bia na this time around the team age and no where say the way Liverpool mo start any vim Tottenham dey ba mu ne ade no ma we don't need the prophet to tell you say this season no Premier League no e be very tough very tough. City and Super Bowl against Wolves. Man City, Africa last season, Pep Guardiola had one of his worst seasons as a manager. Worst season. Into a revamping team, no. Jaguars, every City, Aba Everton, Oko Omaja, Kevin De Bruyne, and so Kwanyama, so called Napoli. If you want, why recruitment to City, be a shame. Into a near day, Pep Guardiola and City in same last season. This season, no. On betting me make amends because last season there two Pep Guardiola and City in the Africa. Now it was unbearable. Since Guardiola by a coach, he has never experienced that terrible season before. At a point, next City about 10 matches without win. Until almost on betting me, I make amends. So perfect start for Liverpool and perfect start for Ghanaian international. Anton Semenyo. You himself or the side for me Bablasters. The World Cup qualifier matches Aka ball in September. But
don't forget, so say Kudus Super Cup no. Also show talent, me boy. Or say
yes. Africa, man.
At least for now, we've gotten 2 players. I'm going to say we are rest assured to say Ebefa.
African say Nuno Mendes. That one player. Africa last season. Say who can the NTA Barcelona ntimi anko enemy in the UEFA Champions League. What the Abasibo kese nya man Nuno Mendes. I of fast well we. Lamine Yamal free game no. Africa na superb and Kudus say that they be try that DM. On all the occasions, Muhammad Kudus ni Nuno Mendes share one-on-one. Kudus prove say bana hoden skills ni bibia.
And even among for blame coach they say we could score film na mom lose.
And then Richardson.
Oh mama we fa say kebe dance one could lose share shime.
Oh Africa because no be him say they do no there.
Nka fa ka chim tafu ba now they day. But you to me bo Super Cup kre.
No be him say Super Cup they do no there.
Super your friend is saying unse Peter Square. No offer see be me sure say be cry. Bedding. But at least me offer say ball Tottenham manager say. E bo bon price Peter Square so busu one day. Umeja back home.
That defeat here.
Ana Peter Mboa.
That defeat here Tottenham nya against PSG no the Africa you blame Tottenham coach no. And it changes no. And e dey we nyina buy because you
remember Sami Enwe. Let's look at Liverpool omo inclusions no. Wits Aba Eketeke Aba Kekes Kekes na so ye shepa wa namboa. But let's hear Liverpool inclusions no. Ebefa ebeyi looking at them now what happened against Omone Bournemouth no.
Yeah Africa mami chat for one thing about Liverpool setup now inclusions no my no. This season last season this season ya utimi say improvement na sheda no so bebre Abrantia your friend Jeremy Frimpong Ghana ni akra see wana charge ama Holland no now the 20 eba you could see say 20 won anim kakra chen enye vast difference but you could see the 20 kraba how our local players no Frimpong timi nyesa and then
the fuse energy Frimpong on the we just energy no kra na trend the kra
the energy need Frimpong watch 20 but they play with Salah on say Frimpong no mostly no onye fullback no
a very offensive minded.
Yes. That is why Salah who 4 goal now they be Salah ko share goal ni free no enya the natural position or the free throw on the buy. So where goal.
Yeah.
That is why it is the inclusion of Frimpong no this season among for him say ebe limit Salah goals or share last season because always be no Frimpong in the back of boss anymore because Frimpong loves to go there but 20 beba inside now ma Salah ko wide. But this time around, you know, be on the on my inside, on the be on line. So, Salah, so now who didn't pan set on line. Salah, by inside that on your strong because on the end, or you pace and then what any American audition goes on your very skillful set tight space on to me. And Kekes, no, any Frimpong Mabano, what me say, okay, Andrew Robertson, now Trent, now Kekes and Frimpong. What me say, upgrade needed on my but our form.
Let's just say, we better say. And I say it's too early.
It's too early, but yeah, more time back.
But every other place, no, be to say Eketeke, and they will be to say Vit. Because no the man share who Vit whom Eketeke was she go to him because of the goal no share in no or the him. But me who say even Gapo was playing even more than you ever say Bia new players be on my bay. Meaning say it's too early. So because say other matches on Bebono. Because we say to be nice a coach no cry na or guide an answer or bois viscacra because so you need free moon temoa. One maybe an account for maybe a month for Sebon Becano. Because when the substitutions no, and I thought maybe Konokan can be it's young Liverpool is here with the money inclusions. No, do you think say Ebenian to swap up maybe Liverpool for so?
Yeah, Africa, I think say Liverpool they need to add a lot to the squad, current squad no more. Because we share last season where a year Abrantia Yefen Darwin Nunes Oko. Where a year Abrantia Yefen Trenta Onosoko. Luis Diaz Eko. And I jota the Nyamian for fear on so and so etime film. And to read up front one man. We Cody Gakpo, we Hugo Iketika. We say Kieza knew Biana last season we used more. But no Babe ye changes kakao. Until Liverpool squad now per se ni dia. Because
on the son wa kana was on a day. Yamia domine betuma no obeko. Sana keza tie.
Yes.
Into only on fahu. But ntiamfa okay odi.
Nti Africa hwe Abrantia friend from Visa. We say Premier League but can be say Premier League a different ball together. Obetima the best player of Bundesliga, the best player in La Liga, but to Premier League one we are enfa. I
mean Busa Kevin. Busa more fast and say na Premier League say massa don't go there.
No. Premier League you can be the best player.
Say on your ball.
Into here all players on mabanyina no. You also be training, also kwaji more.
Ya top 100 and something.
Okay, Enzo Fernandez buy so tina. O buy no. Also free Portuguese league buy. Obi anu say wako World Cup young best player on ball no. O buy Premier League na oti so. Also offer trainer foforo. I train personally. And sana wetimi atimi Premier League no etimafa. Enti from we say no obe take time. And no ahwe na game no wahira o game no. Eketeke di atin say un say Mobo community say Osego. And then what's anya go in the Premier go na ankasa no hwe ball na anka defender na etimi defend here. Ka bia won timi say but ebe boost the confidence.
But one thing I realize about him is that on one who say as I saw ye bibi.
Yes.
Eketeke to me na fe. What the who shake game ni mu
the Premier League.
Yeah.
Un say Premier League no. The essential for no woman no man ya.
No, especially Liverpool now to.
And the price tag always be a robo be a baby can was him. The inform who need the aba. Umbeka the price tag ne da was on one. And he also won a more team baby. And all these guys in Oshama, Ombi him rekakra. And too early for them say a bit more produce Liverpool. This is your best over. Me Marcus Liverpool, this is your best over because of the changes about team. Oshe the two players, the four Andrew Robertson and Arnold. They have been consistent for Liverpool for the past 6 years. And this is who switch on me absolutely every team no benya effect o team no so o hwe Abrantia ye friend Luis Diaz Modibano or de boa o hwe anim wono ma won say na anim wono na Liverpool all the time no mo bo to their target which is Mohamed Salah now o sisa abo to Eketeke because o Salah the next 2 seasons see kono Salah ntimi mo bo no bi ti now no coach
na bia England no bia omo but Saudi what
but England the power and pace dey no e be drop kakra and na won say Salah has been the main target for Liverpool consistently. They be on the show goals to do.
So captain the penalty say.
Yes. Until right now no almost switch with Salah side ako the front man obe Babel Liverpool.
But I think Gakpo so munya GD or Gakpo mo obe ya adwuma o.
Gakpo have been consistent even last season.
Yes. But rounds both
Gakpo dey or a perfect player for the coach. You say Arnold Slot or buy na and you no count na Luis Diaz free one because na Cody Gakpo always be ano coach need trust him more say Obamanabo. And the Cody Gakpo there's no problem say Afu obe improve more because the coach nenya trust when you say Afu obedi juma de Liverpool but the new guys no maba no omunya time.
So in a nutshell let's just say Kai Abana
too early yamu some matches kakra but I think the Liverpool best struggle
because you say obi this vets no na me colleague back ko gusa pro ni edin come na make say may always I need a player or a playmaker.
Yes.
Obi this Messi and if I say be on the first match like this. We just move to space. No aje, no wale. Once we part of the team, but ball on the trip.
Yes.
Yeah, because so once say we game no pass ball the mark we touch it 3 times. But when so no, a boy where to position himself no the budget ball no cry no.
And I say man time back from this to be or break akra or break how bit man locating the players and the positioner because we first go now. No nanka. Iketeke ball no na owo babia. McAllister one but McAllister drop deep. Yes, I know so no say come assist. O hwe competition no the mass assist. But this time around McAllister drop baby ni say they be also occupy no. McAllister be occupy ho. E che o say team no still na ono communication wise any positional wise no enyam fa say e dey man on the side of Bournemouth Afriki mame kakra we bottom of this season on be consider goals papa.
So it's because of Liverpool.
No, Afriki mame ka se mi cho. Bottom of last season on back 5 no, e move for free work.
So ba ko class abotia o mo.
Yes. Kekes eko.
Aye.
Abranti efen di horse in Korea man.
Yeah.
Zabani eko eye PSG.
Yeah.
And Kepa Arrizabalaga. Ano no switch
no so
free work. Until we the back 5 na move for free work. These were key members for bottom of last season. Omomode mono munya last season. It was because of the Hansen. And Kekes mode mo born a team mutimi enya sa eye points do munya in Premier League last season. Until I believe say we share new recruit aba, Chofet aba, dia Kete aba, Petrovic aba. These guys no bring take it time because
Petrovic dey no also jigu ni hu.
Enro out say
dey ya dey say mo fa problem be enu.
Until say Petrovic enro akwa no shake kakra. Until say Petrovic catch us up so be number 1 Chelsea. Now we share modern no born no na no coach will give you the opportunity.
No, but I think that okay, Obia ne said here, time no Chelsea no. Cham no Chelsea no. Me na onye bad.
Yeah.
Even opportunity be onye bia or die bia na onye bad. Even people were saying say Sanchez cry no.
Yes.
And Sanchez so abe nkunye. Akwa World Cup pro dia.
Abe nkunya gara. I believe say Premier League na kasa no pressure woman that Anfield as a venue no so no intimidation wo ho. Eno so ka ho na ama o say Bournemouth no first half no kwa na combat manya go ansa Liverpool anya go. Ansa Liverpool be send 2 goals. They came in the game ultimately say omo ba mu pa but after say omo say 2-2 no omo sa ati ko die. And the Liverpool HG year na the chef for. And on the can one mutimi consider last 2 goals am. But I believe say coach Efan Andoni Arola or say oye careful because a team ultimi o back 5 they move 4 etimi free mu out to
say no dey no problem no. If at times it might not be a coach no problem. And they say Luis Diaz mommy on margin is well coach Ipeno and so say me ko.
What Africa scan wonya.
And I make
replacement in one way unya ni.
And only asem no
problem.
So if the management are saying say the place they want to go near Benyeske base ya me enje they make contest Arsenal
teams to say Bournemouth no Leicester no sa each time no omo player ne banesika be on beton
simple crowd
that one there selling clubs
and to say man you
on want to only 15 million no be the 15 million about say simple
just like Ghana ha na Liverpool abomodin na onya hit player baako na kotoko akọ ho na bi okoto no be say 200,000 Ghana cedis fast ordinary man no okọ in these teams in the edanya sana
but better just a quick one on Liverpool inclusion said they're making ebefa
Africa inside we na marathon no
and
marathon enye 100 meters in yakọ na asade
na say na am for worry ni say if you are playing against the big boys for example ABA Liverpool and Chelsea bo make us say bomb for nyade but clubs are ABA Liverpool bo na almost sha need to meje clubs like ABA Chelsea like Manchester United like Arsenal they make out as a recent ABA City money e mu nyina. But if you are playing against ABA Bournemouth no want to me and you who they are City na be you
no Africa say early days yet
okay
game bi how bet me afro bet me a bad day but game I we expect say be den how kwa no akonya good day na dey age odin nti me gidi say is early days yet and Africa team back a yentimi writing it off for this particular season Enzo Maresca and the Chelsea team
oh we no dey
Africa last season one Chelsea the 4th with the 4th with 69 points.
Yeah.
And Africa where after the season transformation Enzo Maresca and the Chelsea team no need the way Copa mo confidence be the bobo na
uni ma dey ba konso 69 points no nya no Chelsea we need the same number of games as Arsenal.
Okay. I
Arsenal we need 20 games, Chelsea we need 20 games. But one win here, Obeka say bia.
But I think say bia Chelsea coach the problem has to this rotation no.
Okay. Arsenal we need 20 games.
Yes.
Chelsea we need 20
games.
Yes.
Arsenal draw 14. Chelsea draw 9.
Yes.
Arsenal lose 4 games. And Chelsea lose 9. That made the difference.
Yes.
And the number of losses.
It's the number of wins they pay. That means Arsenal nye super Chelsea. Then I can't no kakra. Ora last season me twa no. Na Chelsea only attack Nicolas Jackson. Attack. C'est pas Mama Jackson Palmer who super Jackson Chelsea na kodi no obobo ni na to.
But I also think that they also had difficulties along the line. They told me yes I say. One Palmer always not person share.
Yes.
Enti dem might do point look here penalty should be by now. Jackson bufu here. Now you bobo ya share 3.
that game group na Chelsea for.
Yes, said you take lead no Ashe 3 yanya penalty ye kwa akobo striker no wo mu nhye bi
Ohia go to boost his confidence.
yes ono so na ade a chia ye kotwa adapa no na fa ball no man aso nti hu ya there was some bi kakra ho apama it head dan Jackson aso be hye and Jackson mistake no any say instead of say most of the time we betimi aka nim ho no ono so de hu be hye game no too much nti ye babo ball no bedu center no na ho mi ni hu bi
Africa at this stage there Kopama had a darling boy for Chelsea.
Oh yes, I know
that. I saw him Jan no dinimre.
So I just good around him.
Those days Lampard far boss about penalty. You dare not tell him fatwo. I said this one no had the mouth said Nakobo. Nti Kopama nyane season. Africa Enzo Maresca body team no. We here FIFA Club World Cup na against PSG. Africa say all the nipa handed the ho emu 99.9. Ebe predicted say PSG could try for Chelsea so simple. Haya na tie. Na me catch say it will be a massive win for PSG.
Ah, yeah, Palmer say nyamu trema
yo. Who can nyane free mu.
Remember can say what I said was game no. So big game affect o dia. And name. Oh, bo pass un to me she. Dey make out say. Aha. Enu to bo na bia kwa bibrem ne kotoko. Kotoko person to me process bo no boa. Obi she pants white bia o se nko she blue o she white. Oben so the speed grabet it sew be she Manchester United na Bayern Munich 1999 ball be na Bayern Munich am the omo bobo bia you we na shop to
in the life in the defense
sana de
last hour
the game na de e be for as rapture no
Africa this season
e to the mama busa say my friend saying the na me busa no say Liverpool there no inclusion na fe yemra yembe discuss ordinary congress
Liverpool and Africa means me did say ye bought 34 matches in the season. 38 matches in the season.
Definitely about match.
Afeni abo ba ko pe.
Okay.
Inti Africa, I want there me there I don't want to dwell much on that. It's early days.
Okay.
Yet inti ebefa na ebe pam coach bi Africa. Coach na so betumi aye hye first as 100 to na yi a ye be Jan Quantem ebe Ruben Amorim. Manchester. Africa say Man U no. Last season Man U di 15th
on the league.
15th position.
No better come the Europa be found HSNK.
And I'm 15th position out of 20, you know. A card deck relegation at the no. And they had to win last minute games and so on inti said the rest for no. Aya word no say Ruben Amorim and to tune ma ye. Na kwasa Africa. He will say Man U so do mo nchale.
Na dey so nya word awa you. Obi aye word o. Say the Tottenham for say ni abre.
Obi aye word but Man U me pedigree no. As we speak, Man U are the Premier League in 20 times. Obi Liverpool be equal.
Obi an dispute here.
You know the rivalry between Man U and Liverpool.
Yeah.
Say see Liverpool to me defended late title now. Oko 21.
And especially say bi asa akosho be for as a 3. Omo what e dey wa ukra. But abefa
Man U
I am be mumu ne
Abadi because Vima Newcastle money Tottenham dey ban no.
Emfa
Africa abadi nti say Ruben Amorim dey say wan keka ne ho dey a obey the first coach e be born na 2 in the season.
All right, so let's leave it there na fe ye ento aso. Nyame eya adomo a echena game bi e baso. No e Taifa Community Park 6 am pepe. No mo dey on tia say every week bi a no mo match omobo. Na this week you know honorable Odro Hayford oni junior e na ebo 6 am pepe e Taifa Community Park a em say dey pim bia na dey susu aso e dey ebebre etifo ka me ko na commercial ko na no e dey dodo.
Africa mi so mo festa ba ko ha. We na Kofi Sapon. O say ni team Chenchenku FC one kote aboa 11 ana nyame adoma o mo de bebo so send
next time we have fair you ma me hwa answer dey be kan what you say
Matthias e wo Eastern region Africa say ekro
obi anim ba ya ma me so ne so kakra answer
o Africa say we dey ekro
o say man e friend say
na Kofi Sapon ona yen koso
hin ya teams na mo bo no na why are there na mo ya dey bo mo ne sai damase team e body dey enye team na
ni team ne Chenchenku FC
ba ko ne dey mo ne ya as a parliament come ko kan
omo
kan say so yeah down to do betumi account dey kan
say Chenchenku FC ene say be kote aboa FC na e dey bebo so o tena
emu Ghana etumi to dimpa
o kre wo Africa yes say bi obi na aboni
I want to say bongo free no
o say
I want bongo free win so all right yeah move on na enkomo bi kokwa na back and forth there and Tuesday yeah and Ghana Football Association omo ekoji tum say see ade o person president for the association abetimi akọ 3 times inti baako miensa first 4 years, another one in 4 years. They touch video 4 it took a 4 in boom 3 boom and just 12 years. Oh kama papa we be dini kama na just bibi apese oye bia no na even so uti amanfo a even one person bia betimi abodi din cry Sani Dara. He was once a friend saying Facebook spokesperson ono crack can say sa 3 times no dey o support pa na 8 years in a day and share them 1 year inti you've seen certain people are almost feel say e bia ka 12 no but they see amanfo target to say and then aket na chance no yes ade no na amanfo say so mo coin no can see ento ana say yanyin tum no 124 no coin 114 na tum so you can't say e bia ket na amanfo say there bi obetumi akana say zan say the ket we no ka say e post e be contest for 3 term the day emre na bechere and amanfo say okay ana na e fam run nya adwuma na so the obe contest obe we no ye nya akire di na say football for rankasa kwa akọji atomu a wo mo enye ntu we ni nyoma baako mienu miensa bi a consensus amanfo so atumi assign a reason sabe ma me sha asem fa free ho tema congress no mo ko na ye hu ebe fa ebe sa ampa and a fire see 3 times upeu say now hu no wo feel say baby a Ghana football wo sisi na no na ade a ebi esese adwene ho ebi a football fo beka say na ye ade nti ye de adwene ho anya momo de ene hian eno ma Ghana for so feel say there be if it comes to your national teams like ebi the Black Stars and you maybe and shut down fine ko see sa level a ABS we pentie tu nka ya no ntum nti enso so ye penisa nti bo so mo ya yenso ye beka e di sansan ba ko mienu ne ye ma be say me je wa adwene kire say bia ada say bia mra ho e no kre ebi so say o moral grounds no so de emra no ho na enso so nhia say nke bi ekoye sa de no your take on that say ya gia tum say 3 times ye boy adwuma
Afriki me gidi say pempenso a eginan as Ghana football no enya ade anan ke hia pa no looking at our league o hwe clubs no hwe bra mo bre sika mo betimi di anya ekra ade atwom players ka hwe the referees cry bi etimi di o mo ka formats ni ntwe o mo ka na o hwe eye venues o kwa akopie mu a se be nipa kra be kopa akra hebo ene Accra Sports Stadium da we se house of okuboba nipa sen na eko ticket etimi ba do 10 cedi 20 cedi enso boko park na empty because football na nkasa no I say people no interest e what football no say e form okay no ma waka cho say Premier League ni other leagues na e wo Europe ni na amafo nkowe na me say me ko Tanzania for sabi Man U supporters wo Chelsea supporters wo omo crowd omo support mo che Ghana for nko omo ati committee e other clubs foreign clubs committee wo no omo tana say ye parties ni adi nyina nanso oboko Simba obobo na stadium ayema young Africans younger omo di younger there look at the number of people ekoto younger for jesi say okoshe no akọ support the club so your club minyeska ene obaga na ha mpacho etisa na ha so fogu ye bibia ha so support the do say na be stadium abeto jesi ye mu say jesi ngom patches ngom ko ene to gwenko na finance club obre it's Ghana football no ene no interest ni krampo eni ho biem nti ade a o se ekwadwe ho is not about so obedi third term and now fourth term and system because Ghana football also yetimi ye ni ye
but so every presidency they didn't to be in the house so be about 1 term so be about 2 terms
20 years
so be about 2 terms so be about 3 terms there will still be a president
a president there bo
they make what you say it yama say terms in the it yama so be aba o be 1 term maybe o 2 terms the policies they no nyina anye on the say third term kre bia onko
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So always there will be a president.
Yeah.
Se nipa na bia na nyo more dey ba no. Emwa ana emfa. Obeka say it doesn't matter say be obeko be 20 times and obeko.
Yes. Me I believe ni say the clubs no say the enti omo dey an pre obi e kwaji atum ni say oh no uni bas mama bas. And the clubs ye che omo boot class no nya boot kwada mon place. This I know we see what other countries e ka no. This is oh no say mama boot na me say me pete term na yen kokoto obetuma hwema ni ma to atiam. These clubs no omunne omo that is why omunyina edumirika say nyina enko support
no omunne omo he
na me ka say ye nye no ma ye kromu a even kra no ye sikasem clubs no omuniska o enti ye hwe say football club we as for good on big kromu a say you say has a book ko bobo Ghana adie pa e ma clubs nyeska e get process ye no sponsorship deals ni ana yenya no bebre.
And do you think say be a heart say be of late, you know? And so per se be a sebe, the supporters and I say be a the fan base, you know. E be an ho so betumi o makono. Do you think say be a heart so be ne ho sa? Because Yamfa said ne, we've gotten to an era said na Bernard they can play betumi nti eba busua dwarfs.
Yes.
Oh, kotokokra betumi akon ho bo na brekum Chelsea afako. Bernard meboa.
Yes.
Ana meboa.
Pepe.
Say see. So you do sa level now. It's not baby akotokone heart nko na to.
Yeah.
First na kakoto heart beto player. Ebi I find say team be captain na what being pa.
Ebi out you captain wa being. Ebi na captain wa being ebi ask for ba. And then ebi to ano Division 1 clubs squad to play squad with teacher and even the Premier League clubs.
Academy for you found.
And then you don't need to play house football kotoko before say obetuma to go. First you no more house ni kotoko I want to go na ehun ye dem. And the clubs no omo hu kwa mbo first for business. And you know we don't need to play house football kotoko as na wetima to.
Yes.
Na one exposure.
Yeah.
And you know and no so one factor.
Okay.
But so you no more here. Nti wo person bisa Afriki say ye hwe ade we a say asofo aye no mo ye esi a e ba de say training facility asofo ni problem the Ghana omo na the best omo proper training facilities that players training wo no kotoko ni sa no mani bi omo nyina mo training facility enye
kotoko obi adako jache
enye papa sa
and say the papa na de no de so ka so ni bi de a so ka say bi obi na
obi ba standard ni so ba asofo standard run say
but don't you think say bi a kotoko ne hearts I feel say be other clubs bet me atọ omachi e dia o mo bargaining no
yes
and e be o ma relaxing because as we speak so has ni a member crowd better me boa e wo school so me boa a big club that has
how many members
members e dey ever somebody on no school so sebi that responsibility be atogba afede e wo se CS ka wo inject to say nipa no crowd no but it's the same person who is taking decision for togba afede.
That is why say na
emuli say hona ma saa de no because when say be Togbe is part of the school.
Yes.
Na say Togbe you should influencer. Say ma call MTN, ma call e bia then your friend is saying SAS na yi ono akasa na yi na ya. Unim sika bia nka be influencer ka betumi.
That is why I want say emri bia na atwam na ye ka say kotoko ne has no also mo press ekwan bia so na say also
automatic
slow then you can want say
no na nko ordinary obi a to say
because
enko obi ono pe ono so person interest.
Yes.
Ti na make no.
Yes.
Because obi o ka say koto about bi kana Bernard obi o ha be kala guza obi a dia na do 8 o'clock. Because nipa no ni interest no de koto aba no.
No de koto aba no.
They make out here hey so when you obi a obetumi represent a club no at that level na mo massa de there here mo feel so okay e be anytime yeah there you found you be ko bia ya eno na de sa betumi this problem
aba anti me dey Africa me asem aka me kan say the football people no ma moaye na o kan mo say football people but ye wie ye ko boba uhia ordinary supporters o mra stadium hebo anti football no enya won ko na wo ye
okay
omo so omo kan ma say football people na take decision
anti one few omo say okay dey mo so mo fine
na say no the top water ka football people ono de my day oba oboton bibia nya big akra kofi
to amanadwa
enen obi o faka ba mienu ase na akwa akra sports stadium da bi wote no nti uka che no si mo makotim kim decision ono so on place wa ye boba do be kan say oh say sika we kura no because tramba bia me kwa kohwe e bia Chelsea na mayubo faka metina akra sports stadium say me chetegi nti ama that the love for yeah local
it's based on that nanka ehun ya kwa say bia ko ma ko dwene ho
no because we share other policies or the ba na ye but any conversation na ko nyina 3 times nti na obi ayi na dwa fi e bia sika kwa ye dia clubs no ya increase the league money in sky ya increase money ko and e bia referee sika
bia 3 times dey 1 million aba
1 million dey aba na dey aba enye onu na dey aba ndc
aba na mo ka ban say me say aban chile ba bi obi obaka what I'm saying is that baby aban this can free buy no minim so betumi a kire yan because if you say prosper square your friend say lawyer
say
the money is not directly coming from the government.
It's from Adisa partnership.
They can't here. Government no have facilitate yet to say ABA was CA. And I Bernard so kwa visa. Maybe I may issue me them a letterhead. Eri ato Bernard. Way the no so. They make an what here. Me my contribute to some extent. Ama the visa no kwaji no ayefo.
Aye smooth man. okay
they make out say 81 Nigeria visa ma Bernard
Afrique then ye say o facilitate buaje visa ma Mr Bernard say o ka cheche mu anka
enti ya be kanfo so why are they
no mo ha de
but o be ka kire ono say sika na ya bande a ono so sebe on tena ho ma na nimu ase ana so on tena ho say falasa
any Afrique adenti no mo cheche mu say
if it is not coming from the government there should be a release.
Yeah, that is why.
So what come to me the end?
That's from the government.
Yes, better.
Afrique.
3 term 1 million. Oh, 1 million they come up. I bet you.
Afrique inside Congress, no. Apart from 3 term, no.
Yeah.
3rd term na ya stand the corner. Na enema bi kan wa na nkai
yes,
pa o.
I man dey any say no.
E man dey
compulsory oba na be second you know.
Second vice. E laudable way.
Yeah.
Ana GPL prize money on the 2 grand. Say do be winning.
Yes.
E be di 2 million Ghana cedis.
Yes.
Do be di second. E be di 1 million Ghana cedis. Do be di third 800,000 Ghana cedis. Do be di fourth.
Kwa ko si 15th.
750,000. E kwa ko si 15th.
Which is about 200,000 or so, right?
Yes.
200,000 Ghana cedis. Do be di 15th no. Apart from 3 teams na be relegate omo no. Omo na enya hwe. Do be di 15th be 200,000 Ghana cedis. This are niema eya ka yani so. Say ebeboa ama league no atimi atumpon. But Afrique, here's the case is that the aftermath of the 31st ordinary congress no. We niema ye ni nyina no eso akata. Ena a 3rd term extension no ena be dominate bibia organa ha. Adentia you ask yourself say adentia no na be the center of attraction, answer the center for discussion. Adentia is simply because about 98% of Ghanaians before the Congress, no pesa including football administrators. But for the fear say okoka, ebia na ya mafia or somewhere ntin ma men kama nuntum na ye nyina ya mfa ye hunyim say the sofo ne ka say de amote am pe ma ya ka munti efiti na ekwese mo anya ya ye nyina ya ma pe ne de ho bagim wasore dem ha because sofo na hu say omo koja no
they koja otiti break so we so
sofo na ka
see koja accident obedem
sofo na target o yes we ye film oko target o yes we di ko na was hey youth for no muntie na last day ye nka biem ma pe na ya boss abo no se mo anya ne na fiti na ekoi ye nyina ye be sigata na de ho bagim. It was the case of this Congress. Either than that banana kiati hai ke bump ni fo abaso e was anse se pa yo mo de abayi ene se wodi 15th position on the log sheet kra na ubenya 200,000 Ghana cedis first you know the kra na onya say but and all these things have been swept under the carpet and a 3rd term na abaya them a center of attraction simply because Ghana for any ho and Afrique what was not good for the goose yesterday is now good for the gander. What was not good for the goose yesterday is now good for the gander. And yama be a nyina ka se enya neide e ho akohia ne ho aba mfaso pa ama ebinom. Jo medina over 30 million Ghanaian population anamu. Na ma bo say nipa 114 na omukọ approve yeah man na yakonya 3rd term extension no me gina over 30 million Ghanaian population na ma boss anchor for 114 people no na ma bo ma baso o ma yade pa nyame nsra omo eni ba bia o ma bo ma Ghana football akoduru sese ya no ni pa dodo na
okay and me so me gina ma na mu so adawase ye da ase
Afrique me mpe wase da no
beso yempe yes wa baso body yes yempe
mpe wase da no fa wase da
o yes wa baso body yempe
mpe
those yempe baso body no
mpe na Afrique posterity will judge us all posterity
and match media na
judge us all
and match media na say
enti o de fa wase da de ma me mpe fa
see match as am fa ma obi
Afrique ya me ya say unlike the general elections aye o maimu a se ye primaries ni wi a obi anya kwanya timi to bi no GFA elections na entesa is limited to certain people. Some delegate bi na ba akoto aba na Afrique. Senka yampani ampa senka GFA elections be ba so 2027 no. Senka ye be biem ama Ghana for nyina to be say general elections na. Enka there you will see say Ghana for are not happy with this 3rd term issue. So Afrique say 3rd term issue no. Esate enye ne ya na esate you. After second mo call first term ni we ya na hu sate say ba. Oh 3rd term be piem. third term be PM and Ghana has the same be a better who be an African in the end, you know, about no credit. Ghana has same be a PB who be able to say, yes, oh, Yasaki way, oh, Yasaki or Panyasaki way, nay, say, no credit, Ube one Panyampa, and Cressy Asaki.
First of all, Robbins will be to return it as anyone.
No, and he can't teach our first term and be PM, oh, third term, third term, and I'm Panyampa, and go for proposal, and I approve or Congress and Assy. You see, no, now, the effort say, who hear my. I mean, Kate was very smart. A brave Buzan say, Obeko after 2027, you know, Obeko for the third term. No, or say the question is premature. Afriki, you can be smart at your corner, but you can't be smart over us. Or say the question is premature. So he for an engineer this third term. And he for an engineer this third term. No,
114. No,
114 in favor of who? In favor of one.
In favor of third term.
In favor of third. Who is the third term? The third term is Ket.
Third term no ye. Third term ye Mraya Mendy. And in favor of sir.
And okay, Ubenyan confirm will be defend. They say, oh, it's an extension of office, not an extension for an individual. It's an extension of office term.
Okay,
not an extension for individual. I think we know ya can't be sabi. Obia Nasumian de Enisukake. I didn't the hope face and Kofobi na engineer at the end say, Yan can't say at the end of my way. Nasumas in the Siano, or your second calf vice. By 2027, Ebiana Motepesu on Kobi. And this is doing us a Jafugusu to Sodia. A bear Hansen no chances.
And I'm also the second term, the answer the third term.
Motepe and second term to Obeko third term.
And oh, okay. I mean, say the third term new just won't be more.
Okay, I have to check. I have to check.
Because me feel say be on a sad time no. Maybe I am president or sad time no as an FA president no. Maybe I'm Motepe tenure and every year. He stand a chance to me I win it cap president.
Oh, African I say, Sabi Obin Tona who could be the this is in a
bad.
If you are eyeing calf a year, African man say you have to be a certain president of a certain country.
Me and America can't say be I, but so what starting out
before Motepe ever calf for you. Now was he the South Africa FA president?
Maybe.
Was he? And yet, Jordan South Africa. I know you don't need to be an incumbent FA president of a certain country before as an outcome.
And you'll be a.
What's it?
And you'll be a. Mosepe be pulling muscles. Some muscles will be pulling out the kettle. And no, you're done Jordan Crabbe. Come on, to. Yanni Bana will say, hey, Mosepe. Yeah, Ba will say, one of it you are facing. Yeah, come on, what too simple.
Enti Africa is see ade. Se umpo.
Afa.
Ya je third term na tum. Na nipa no bi kasa. I think Tuesday or Wednesday ni tie large cruiser. Ono hena na kwame amo e wo Peace FM news time no. E ma large cruiser adwapa asese no be court. Mi tie honorable Ebenezer Asifo ranking member of sports. Ono so ani nye third term ne ho. Manya opportunity atie House board member Nyahonya Hotamaklu. Also, any third term, and you ask yourself, say, House of Folk voted in favor of this third term.
Yet, the partner be on the court, and you know, no bad thing.
I think
is it wrong? So, between me and Mendy and answer thing. If you are talking about morality, fine, morals. So, Kababi do the state of our football. Now, 3 times, when we are in here, you're born to be Jina and Naso. Near food say, Bia, your extension, fine. They make what you say, but some random man quite there. Because young man say normalization the omodi and 7 etwasum etwasum because omufu say obi eka hocha e bia den same bebreba and it's because of what happened to Kosi Antachidi.
Yes.
And no crowd to be in case obi ka obi bro to me corrupt but because na e wo bibi sa na man for kan was but of course up to date na man for fu say there be e be na Kosi Antachidi crowd be on your corrupt you want the argument ni sit here etu de nyina so a na bia wo de shemra na obi awo ne dia obetumi discuss but in this case no emrano ma kwan so obetumi amendment amendment no mo ye chinchi mo bi sa there be
but at this time ehia say ye amendment
ho de o kan obi aka sa ha e wo so ma ye emrano de wo ho de na nso so emrano wo say de o say ka adabra kan ke nya abotre
everywhere
nti court abako de na say e be de o
can say Premier League teams no ye ma obi a 2 slot na me kwa na me nwa sense atremanya 2 slot Africa dentia Insuatemen were given 2 slots to go and vote. So I couldn't believe it.
What him say? Better.
Insuatemen actually say.
Your problem in Yinano. Hey, or more your born. My example. Yam fan say, Oscar and what team. And you all crowd meetings be a call regards to your club name. Nobody representative. Into one kind of banner of Boamani. It is highly panel crowd, but more 2 minutes more than. Oh, the other say be out there, Yakobo Boaba, Yayesi. It's not a typical example. So we are talking about Esco. I will be on a number chen sao. But he's taking decision for. You ever say be or took a course or team Yakotokodia or took a course. Being managed by Nipamiensa. Not sub baby or Quabrani or no to me will be Obian do Obiata Bobianca say. Or not as a shamradia ma. Kotokosu when this. That is what the difficulty is.
Kotokosu what the chance of being resisted. Into Benedict. And only a salmon. Obanede. Africa. Kotokosu has make us say. Ebi a 310 yes here into. Okay, most of my papa mombo. Africa. This is what happened. Yes. Africa how yes. Paul last time you buy Kotokone has jointly. Yeah. We issue press release the book. Yeah. For the first time no one letterhead is Kotoko logo da has logo da in connection with security. Yes. And Kotokone has in release boom says say GFA approve security measures. Leg normal. What happened the leg was put on hold. And the young fan is a lobbying. And the sound of Manomana the Obi ya sabi informs of every pursuing interest. Who to me that's why I'm from so. But on the banana as a maza take a break is on the yard or chena. One bonnebu. But no betoma na jutuma. Obana bejutuma. Me say. What is here Bernard? Na ebia wo posi adeni gidi ni ya. Wo posi em say Ghana nipa ba ko mienu be me nsa bi dey example. We've seen Nkrophobia ebi omo ye hu de ba latest cafe omo. Dem can't say. And na ebi e fa so honorable Barry do anya na ba bi ko. Am focus papa dey oba e dey 17 na busu interest 17 o man interest no 7 me boa. E so benya obi na busu ni bi obi odi na tem.
Yes, and
dem can't say. We can use him as an example. There was a time $100,000 issue buy. Oh there be ni say no kwabla na ekoji. Oji we no say defend so ye adwuma. Dem can't say. E dey ever say me free president. Na ebi ametumi bulldoze mi we na dey fam. Kakran na befa me ba wona maka se Bernard we to aba mam na wanya wanya so ntoma me another be counter ba me so me ba so ahwe yere no ma no kra mu odu the next 10 years to come odo hwe abusu anyina e betumi agina so am aye yo Nkrophobia ya bo ya so am ya kromfo am aye ya ye se ya ja kromfo ne ne na bu
endi Africa anyama ne bebre che say me hu me Africa here's the case you say you have a board member, a former GFA president indeed. You say nipa hunu bi akeke o. Dr. Nyahonya Hotemaklu say you are fighting and do this stage. Into another he doesn't support the third term. But you have almost rep, pass the folk rep in favor of the third term.
To see how can or say so man I can. Emeka say they are 2 so 144. 114.
Say representing 91%.
Bako to ko.
91%. Yeah, who 2019 elections. The hot contest between Kurt and George George Kwasi Afiye. Yeah. Akotoko aso am rep say okwa akotoma George Afiye. Ye hu ya na okotwa fanchen.
Unim Sano.
You are not to go up to otherwise. I'm not on the good. I'm almost a king. I was a kid. We are at Acadian Wadi. What they call simple. Me say there was a match. Senegal and South Africa. Some match you could show team say the BCBNC. Eti board be bo bisire bo ka say penalty. Dem make what you say. San kofa eye FIFA general secretary. And be also to me, yes, I bought no for now. As well, what was involved at that time? No, Nipa no cry. What the bush some coin? And the baby I do no. Why proper investment in your team? In your team, at least also nya daje. And a typical example. This has any rep. Let's go to me boy. Only rep. Togbe afedi, just imagine
investment why na no obi na take decision
simple crowd po yeah
this is so technical anya the interest of ebia Togbe crowd
dabi
for no need dia no obenya crash no bottom ni here no
enti Africa ya me yasa this stage ya enka Kurt ma bom modene ene aban ni nyina bom modene package aba ka wo se ne ho asem na ye ka ne ye bom aba so no ade aga na fo nyina se ye mpe Kwasi Nyantakyi tena from 2005 to 2017 2018 yes wache nti on sorry nko ene ayi Nyantakyi amane a onya ye nyina owiase o and na me one of these football people will be aiding come on okatem say Bernard you don't understand football thrives on longevity and consistency. And I'm saying, what do you mean by that?
What was the difference?
Football thrives on longevity and consistency. And I'm saying, what do you mean by that? And I was, me had the golden era of Cameroon. It was as a result of Issa Hayatou or Trans-Ochaye. Me had the golden era of Black Stars in the Ghana football. It was as a result of Nyantakyi or Trans-Ochaye. Edientina Senegal bebo born here bekase yensan konkobo biem. It was because of a certain Samura. Our higher position FIFA.
Yeah.
And he was trying to justify, say, the longer you stay on the throne, the chances of you becoming a great force in football are high.
Samura, no. How many years work with you?
I think so I threw the question back to the person. In that case, what was the crime of Nyantakyi? If in that case, what was the crime of Nyantakyi? If you are saying, say, the golden era of Cameroon, no,
yes.
It was because of Issa Hayatou and what transfer, the golden era of Weye and what transfer, the golden era of Weye and what transfer. What was the crime of Nyantakyi and what transfer? Apart from 2006, I call Egypt, I free at the group stage. 2008,
yeah, dear sir,
2019, yeah, no free wa, you call. Egypt, you go free more quarter final. And the Nyantakyi team near cut off on the last 4 teams near Kahon. We went to the finals twice.
In the 2015
FIFA ranking here, Jim.
FIFA ranking here, Jim. Always ranking better. And now we catch them say football thrives on longevity and consistency. So at that time, Nyantakyi this one name ko ye no. Odi yemfa league nye yemfa ne sa. And the Nyantakyi team di under 20 for the first time in the history of Africa. Yakohana World Cup 2010 eka tuna bro na ke the first African side there
before the finals Cup of Nations 2010
Angola what you say we were doing all these things but the Nyantakyi ache Nyantakyi man nya so wache o throne so ne nso chere to amu a eyi hwan to onko na de nsu kro na chere to amu a eyi hwan eye de
we call the performance in Pukran Sanyo. Say all can Nyantakyi the Abaka so the performance was
of course yes
the national teams were trying no kobe
and into one
performance
and the Madian area who say bread reformations in Ebano reforms in 2019 under the organization no any pa no can where reforms for 2 term no Keto was part of that reforms he was part and that's any pa just after his first term no now conforming Fatima say man 3rd term. You are thinking about that.
But some question I mean, Mami Samusa say, and so who cause some? And I want a problem, no? Because you find the same interest. Say, be a me next time. Media me wo.
Yeah.
Me contest ye. Me more chrono. Me nyehwe. Me honda hin say bia. Me honda hin kwa ye bi mo. Tire me ka de bi mo na say bia me performance no. Eni suru. Ebi so me yade. They be can't say. So I'm listening to a mom say me yard no.
Okay.
And I'm person me kwa another term. Maybe me person be me kwa another term. They be can't say.
What you want to say?
Na me de sa adwene na di aba. Me ya ba kupo as against 124. 24. I want betumi atum say anyintum. They be can't say. Oh the starting price be our starting from high school. What is about your friend is saying? 12. I was starting through 12 no problem. Oh no problem. Yeah, they about Congress. Yeah, about Congress. Yeah, they too. So who cause some? Me and make me penny. What me media will be for saying? You can talk about me based on maybe I'm a performance. So they all say a yo. Some media me see a yo. Menya bonnet some lobby. And I menya bonnet some so interest some extending. Mentor me also about one should come from somebody. It is any part of the swab. No mama say to me now the bar. Then you come back to me and say, Mena mercy see one. Media.
Africa say who did say? Obetimi aye football na 8 years ye menyi say iswa obetimi aye
no make say no dey obi okro betimi aka say be the first 10 ayi obetimi aka say be abi nko bi me say it's there but what I'm saying in this case we are talking about 3 terms and the blame no cause say be a cat na a problem na make say ye call Congress na e ko take decision 124 people on to take decision no cat ye ba ko
yeah
if they decide say they all can hear you into more e be adwuma
enye adwuma
yes you are part of the world no if you are talking about fairness fairness Yakupon Kwana one in Semu.
Football no kwade fairness ni.
Of course, yes.
Football there. Uko the higher ranks in class na yo babia.
Yes. What do you ever say be a normalization? One lawyer back one no ka ho no. No ka ho ne. And they so among for start teach you and trouble brain here. Even if be members of normalization, they were not able to defend him. Yeah, you free.
Yeah.
And they go for before they buy.
You
understand? It's fairness and Yakupon Samuna.
O so efi o ye djuma o.
There be some of the money.
O say now do follow opposition we efi or head of bibi. Now do follow no kan.
On there.
And you
or that's who to there. I don't want to single out but what I'm saying is say basa na je se nipa na o kwa ya there. E say akoto aba. If you say be at this party, mo anya, the only thing we can do say be vote out.
Yes.
But yes aka che nipa kono so amra power. Waba. Undimi go kan chen say o san kono moral onu wa nyai. Oje nje also interest.
Or interest, yeah.
And I they make out here. So it lies or your more ya there now. Oh yes, we say
class no almost row. Every guy say
the Bible seems to make relegation.
Omo timi kire timi say eba Premier League. Division 1.
E dey ever say 8 your friends 18 Premier clubs no. O dey eji back dreams dey ever say dreams obviously on Bewi. No maka say yen say yen pene. Obetumi relegate o munyina.
Dabi. On say the clubs no most of them no the relationship omo ne wo no because clubs be bring yan no man get
game now omo play o no e sa na tie obi obaba bia na
obe try so
let's take Isaiah to Cradia for example kaya at a certain point it was on say na ko sien techi mu ne yi mu nyina na friends of Isaiah to ne yi bedu no edu baby no so ho yantwe e wana bam ye de call doctor Madagascar for you know
Amada mad
yeah
and after the video no asema nyanta chikan or see when the wind for change is blowing so huge
nothing can stop it
obi ano ye friends for Isa I you know
previous years no
Amada ba no so when the wind for change
so as a guarantee say unim say Amada ne kwa odi kwa nyina so mo ne de born
yes bo
yes. For nobody say 4 years and say me boy. I'm say 4 years go near me. Yes, so born at the board. So in terms of say be 3-4 years no. I say be obe corrupt. Where the
some few years been a base.
And I think the so-called football people. I doubt whether they will get the nerves if we nekwe abe catch say something is going wrong in our football system. I doubt. So mutimi nya sa nerves ne pa be katre say ana we yesey ana referee say yesey na say am ho ba mi wan
am be
clubs ne dey eni kwaso obi abesu bi mu
clubs no
eni kwaso obi abesu be be ka say bia mi
hwe opportunity ya nya nyina akoka om say ye na football people o come say na football people and ampa Afriki yete ha ye ka say we can only use this medium to channel our grievances in the name
yeah.
But at the end of the day, no need vote.
There be
a certain 124 people be no vote.
Yes.
And a muma 114. I say yeah, pete terminal. Oh my idea, if we nekwe, omunya this will be our monswa. Because I might prove clear say other stakeholders no because say any vote we can only talk. But I don't dey no ntimi unni hwe obeye.
Omu hwe so they will run to stakeholders say mmaboye no mmaboye ho chire.
Say won so e ho so nkomo dey foforo na be koso.
But
stakeholders no so be be say no so nkomo no so e no so foforo.
Stakeholders no so e kire say munwi no ma babo football no onye sesia no ye mprempren de ye hia tetem say ye no e ko discuss. Eno ma ye de betimi agu fo ma football no ye betimi etimi because talent in the organa. But kwa be ne be develop talent no. Se na be ya omoko outsider you bet me and right to do for be far cry free and the kwasi see how ne ma no
aba Ghana 4% your game no ordinarily no ko hwe bi ne dia then GN say you be win enti Ghana 4% say Ghana ball na ye nim no and na say o mo pew
no mo pe enye bibia o
enye say be say Oba Park no man scan there
obi support Oba Park no GN e wo mu na yes about say you good football
ya enti Oba mo ya ball so o mo hu ni sa ene bia be ku nya sa de a
omo de omo hwe
e be den e be den
Africa Ghana football no
den mesin aba na ya hwete sia so that ready packages ni nyina
package
the league e be ball ni nyina mesa mo go through na ya hwe ni so e betumi anya e wo minim se e betumi aboa me atumi assign I bringing back the love no bi mu a where bia your league matches no be competitive because this time you cannot talk about say bia ABS Kasemo and BB.
Yeah.
If the clubs are ready to invest that money into their clubs now.
Their clubs.
And then na Prosper Kraka says to be bought your league, competitively. You bet to be in your strong national teams.
Yeah, that one there.
They be count as I be a locally based players, no crowd be one more.
Or chan crowd is here team qualify any day.
So that is it.
Some bokra, some
Oba Bosika no subi many ahwen so so be to me aba. But ya da for bako. Your friend Fuseni Moro, nyame e ya adom 23rd of August here. First vice chairman akwa compete Greater Accra Region Chapters Committee. Fuseni Moro, also on to aba man. Minim say be an adwuma so ani anase so ani. Me sure so honeymoon.
Or contest for them.
Or contested vice chairman Greater Accra Region Chapters Committee.
Okay.
And
chairman solo.
Says your share Royal Sinchi. Said they last a year 10th year no worry.
Oh, okay. To enjoy.
I to enjoy. Now enjoy what? Make it me if you say me make it also or
chairman solo so contest.
Now if me check and step. Baby will be another page and if mag Kobe. Me got some madam for Kobe. And so Magazine Sport and also a type for Kobe. Only will agree and another pay baby a mubiana. Ya chiamo papa. But Shubo Sikano so name here. Now if me musa some say minim enough because looks like as a month for near Japan says saying 1 million Ghana cedis.
GPL prize money 2025-2026 season. Afriki the obedi first no enya 200,000 2 million Ghana cedis. New Ghana cedis.
That's a 20 billion cedis.
Quantity is kind of 20 billion.
Oh, okay.
20 billion
for the first position. Second position 1 million Ghana cedis.
The difference in more.
Titisicano 10 billion. Africa we no nyina ye. Apart from say what do participation 1 million no.
I know what the 10 billion.
Aye.
So what you say? You be start here. What the card 1 million Ghana cedis. And yeah. Something like preparatory.
It emfa say we are season no.
Yeah, we are
so to be the first star. Now say we are 3 million Ghana cedis.
30 billion.
30 billion.
30 billion.
Udi third there. 800,000 Ghana cedis. New Ghana cedis oh. Fourth 750,000 Ghana cedis. Sixth 650,000 Ghana cedis. Seventh 600,000 Ghana cedis. Eighth 550,000 Ghana cedis. Ninth 500,000 Ghana cedis. 10th 450,000 Ghana cedis. 11th 400,000 Ghana cedis. 12th 350,000 Ghana cedis. 13th 300,000 Ghana cedis. 14th 250,000 Ghana cedis. And then 15th 200,000 Ghana cedis. I think the entire Amodia see 15th for the say. And so last train about relegation. Congress here am ko Africa. And say make say third term no. Ama never be brave say keka ho asem ye ja. And say one core mandate of Congress and say on by approve promotions and demotions.
Yeah.
To usher in the new season.
Yeah.
And ye call ya no say there. Think Simpson there Africa. Ye ja om kwan. Eya Accra Lions, Legon Cities, and Nsu Atreman. So Tamaka so you film ntem. Nti ye ja om kwan.
So no you know where the answer you be.
Answer nti na make say me say mom slot to am kwato aba ni bi no. Ana Swedro All Blacks, 11 Wonders, Ana Hohoi United. Almost so Congress approve woman
and All Blacks.
My All Blacks.
All Blacks.
Swedro All Blacks, 11 Wonders and Hohoi United.
Okay.
Almost said Oma Banti Congress Adjoma to approve. And they say idea. These three teams they are no more Division 1 team.
Yeah.
Until say Congress by Sano, you are still a Division 1 team, notwithstanding the fact say we qualify.
Okay.
Congress approve ya. Yen classify as Premier League side. He say Congress are doing matum. And to say 15 teams we know who are from the first position to the 15th position no. Africa position bia be di bia no fans are paying coffee. To the sense say we di 15th for who near 200,000 Ghana cedis. Africa I dey me dey say e sweat nipa here because those days no not top for another priority.
Priority yeah.
And the Jewa appear not the recent top 4 ma be Basa here who the ekwi. And now it's top 8, over top 10, top 5, top 6, depending on baby Akotokone has ebe finish it. Second high school this is ya.
It will South Africa for to me kusia biba.
Second high school this is about top 6. Kotoko go this time for about top 7. Kotoko go this ya. But those days it was top 4 and the Jewa appear. Nti no bia fight it. Coca-Cola top 4, LG top 4. Africa who boy who's an ending room. Na sika crab na room. You say there. GF for me who say ultimately 15 position kra na. Unya 200,000 Ghana cedis. Africa be boama business and for ye at the last minute of the league no so beti
and interestingly so FIFA accredited referees 2,500 per match
and no na me bo empire South Africa be adwuma because sometimes they are no beka be we ase na atia fenchen nse fi referees eduru ba bi no na o mo kwai complain kra ma
na me kra me busa se we the be installment na 1 million name 1 million de my clubs no 1 million Ghana cedis be installment and I say boom
assistance now there omo cheche mu bia maintain say boom
okay
before the start of the league
I say the FIFA ye man de bia no say e call world cup omo de man no de am boom no enti ye fa ne say we nya installment bia oh okay
enti utan okwadu a na wa yinim rika Afriki Sarah Banner de buy say ketem ni to na mo
sika
piem and I say ye bo abana no ketem nyina ba so Afriki ye hu we bi da nti ye bolig na akoka be say 5-6 matches na nipa no hwe na ba bi oda no no a wontimi nya top 4 ono a wonka relegation Africa business song oh Joe
and the bet ni omu twapa
obedi
nti say wo pay 2 million no dey a
na why you don't want fight for a good position
yes
because just imagine say
when nya hode crown Africa crown nya 2 million
Africa ye ball league ni we no Gold Stars and the league no it is 3 points kaba now can in the year ka oji 2 million Ghana cedis bibia ni Gold Stars o
obetumi asade a shouting mo kena auto players
ama Africa apaso kono ka be bia be in a way be boa mo auto players akra be frem
nya 500,000 Ghana cedis
Kwando Heart of Lions on they do second can in the Africa ka oji 1 million Ghana cedis apart from 1 million na waje no ndi ka be boa no kotoko nga kotoko di third ko oji 800,000 Ghana cedis has in di fourth kono so 750,000 Ghana cedis Africa nema say na ye hwe say we ye leader obeye na nipa abowa baso na di mpum to nso abaga na football no na nya niam a wo ya enkrofo nso no muti no mo buti no mo kasa
but so we just the beginning until the another term the bar e bia next league ye be born so no na e kisi akọ 4 million
every year we say we betima sustain we no say we betima sustain abo for the years we anima at I believe say nke be bo clubs no say onimi say o ball league na wo age na akonya 2 million Ghana cedis at least we hwe the one nso we 2 million Ghana cedis the clubs now obetima recruitment come on
oh yeah
Ghana had the emphasize obetim the recruitment
say bia won kwa bonten dia
ya won kwa bonten dia
bonten be mu dia ne enso
ya bonten dia senso abonten dia salary nkwa baba jini na kra
oze
abonten salary ni baba jini na because place e ko form ba this crazy and I me say place we
ko kwa shisha asabem
ye
no waso ye be shi no
abiki place we kuma say dem twom kai but e ko fo bi ba anu so ba level na odi ba no na me ya bebe level
no so ono bagani ye
emru suru che ko fo na wa
na me so ono bagani ye
medium jidi say obakwa abonten a o say level na e ba na e so bebe ono dey otimi exceptional ojibo a obi abeka say wow
yeah
ana market wise so betima aboa mo tima ton ujesis ni ade but place e don ba market wise ko abono ye mu say do say na itimi boa me eto jesis ama man for ko park
na me ko to jesis am say better nyankomago very example obeka
yo mi see so asante atem de pe na me te was I know
okay it's about the Africa e para say agogo de yanko mbeto
Africa so odu agogo a bo ama bo me na no a me de te asa
picture na kire wo
akom ko de mu ye de se ntwa ho kwa
ba be yi picture na kire
de mu ye ntwa ho kwa
friend say Ghana ba and o de abam so pe shine o say good morning Ernest, greetings to you and your panelists, warmest regards to all the people of Achimban, so especially my cousin Mr. Nyama and wife and children in London who are currently in Ghana for a holiday. Ghana ba and a diaba in terms of so Oba Begin shine. Oba Begin shine. In the figures na near body dins CA. Oh, Besse Manche, Besse Homo Cap, and Yabia Mochna, and a bass Heart of Lions, and a crowd of folk and elbow. MCM and more, or my young baby corner. I'm so overshadow with him to a channel. Yami adomo e basu ni but anyway na me can say I didn't the last 3 no you omo from 16 17 18 omo dey cry so at least ke be 50-50 ni e bi ana san kenye bad cry dey but England dem say wa okokre man
kaka okokre sika na no ye dey pa sugar pudo pa na dey ko e bi obi timi nya 80 million pounds 100 million pounds no dey relegation won say omo dey omo no omo hwe the number of matches ni ade a wo ye be ene ade ne akeka bom di amon nti ene de ya na eboa ye problem ni na is about say e match say yi no kroma no won say akwa kotoko ne has de ne doso emni bia say kotoko kwa we nko aye be won say dia kotoko kwa we has
kwa we no so no bia pa hwe
nti e ma no yes e ma other clubs no so entimi nyom matches do do na hwe ɛno so yɛ ade a overshadow a league no pa because yɛ bɛ sɛ ɛni a ɔsɛ matches no dodoɔ na no ɛmfa ho sɛ ɛbɛkum Chelsea ne bi a aduana na ɛbɔ so ɔmo mienu na ɛbɔ ɔsɛ at least yɛtimi nya ɔmo so matches yɛtimi hwɛ ɛno so bɛtimi aboa na atɔn matches na aboa mu ɛkɔyɛ kɔtɔkɔ ne asenko a ɔmo sɛ ɛba sa other clubs no ɛnya value on their players because expose ɔmo sɛ kɔtɔkɔ bɔnko a kɔtɔkɔ player na ɛbɛ expose no mo ɔlɛ sɛ kɔtɔkɔ akɔ aduana anse na yɛkotwa aduana match na yɛtimi hu aduana players nti ama kɔtɔkɔ players na da bi abɛti ɔmo di bebree
so ɔmo so na ɛkɔ baabi ko ɛma ɔmo na ɛkɔ baabi mɛ hɔ no kɔ yewe if for instance if kɔtɔkɔ ɛbɛ travel bɛ yɛmfa ne sɛ bɛ sɛ 15 anaasɛ yi ebia 15 or 16 away matches or bɛbɔ a say nya ife nya nsusuaso wɔ club no.
Yes, nya nsusuaso mo.
And a house so the same time house so here. The only thing we can do is that okay be a number of matches na be a yeyi no. You betumi increase it.
Increase it ko be a 3 and 4. So that Cotoconas community o gba na betumi nya other matches e dey.
And interestingly so them say week be a no. Ya must like be a weekend be a no. Them say you be 2 matches right even the Saturday and Saturday and Sunday. It be a number of matches no. And as you see what is going to happen is that you know they say you know mo here. Me sure say after week be am like be a Monday be no omo be yi to say
on my proper way but me I believe ni say won say Africa ye hwe sa de we because the clubs no e do time ani bre ya boma say relegation ni obi league age a oko aspect of the you know oko say me person mo betwa ball no sa de edi Ghana football nya sa
it be sure so me streamline sa no mawi
o ya sa de me punish o ji sika we no na say o so ba block say ye mo ntwa because me ka say start time mo de bi ye no sa bre no na be chemfo pe e corrugation o mo de articulated track bi be cross kwa na me say onkofo no
yes kwa no
van ntimi enko stadium mo ema kikirigiri
ni na account edu ba bi etimi affect sponsorship no
clubs no owners na account edu ba bi ni na account etina corporate and I say society omo for person this ka be say omo ntimi fama because clubs no person no enoma bi omo ye no say ye betwa obo
ye ma exposure edura yakoyenti asuma si player we ye ma ne mo na hwe ye Premier League mpacho we no ayi look at the players how guest omo ye the obi achia na yonko ye nko fo nko ade handshake gram ye si ade ya obi agya do chia na unti mobile obi agya do ntie nje o obi we free pie free ya na we pie free ya nti players ni be to me ko huri wo now na we ko pray
ma 10 players di kan na one player atwen ya bo be 5 million san oba
wow
these are some of the things the clubs o man ya me me ko he sa bo na enye me fese me to aso akọ hebio nti da bia mani be call foreign league no nti I believe say or say efenu omo sadio da bia me gidi say omo no omo ye but clubs no also orientation bia also common players in the clubs
omo ni mu pa
omo ni sa no ma we
na pa yo sheda the only thing is also punishment here also punishment here heavy
adisa partnership sika odi abewuro
also punishment here heavy
na club bia 18 clubs obi aba baji 10 billion na say onipa ne be production na oba bedu o pitch so a wo say e pitch no yesi wan hwan yesi baby also van ne fan so bi disafona group tom ko look at all this
now say
football because on person ya pass 30 minutes and say ya ma won kwan enti onu kra me wura park nso hye ne machine wie na ball ko ya ba bi because penalty bi wo 15 minutes wo say referee ni tentem mo no chance na ya chance ya atelikase match no enti ya be say class no say ade a omde aba me dem gidi say but yen hwe say ebetima sustain because nya ade say ade sa de na ye kan nya say one season pe one season dia na che say emwa ye make sure say ebetimi
anase ko gina ndo so nko a
emwa or say other way etimi call for other sponsors for Bobo class because Ghana Premier League adana me hwe na obetimi kontu kwan ko Tanzania ko jiska bebre man for tutu kwan o mo football mo ba se bi e ba no football ma senka Ghana de enka mjidi se we ni bebre e chance enko fo atwa enwo hye na West Africa person no I believe say ye no ma ye no Africa enko yo because we cap champion league ni CAF confederation ni ade aye bonyina na Africa the last time West African country and as a club be 8 BS 2004 since 2004 no West African country and the club at Magic Cup Champions League and you want really abaka Ghana nko omo matwa nwa hye nyina
I see as we the band draw on the band Kotoko ne Kara United Mboa
after Kara no mo ko work
there be two baby any go stars so JS Kabili
so
what's the whole
anwen ne sin
enti edu ba bia na
e wo say and then befa
me gidi say no
e pampa bonte
say be o mutibako especially Kotoko investment omo ye na I believe say o say KMG to yeta na ti say na be ya obetimi atimedi club na atimedi ura even ko atimi ura the good stage my anka be boa o say Ghana class no the last time I do score ya o ko na nim e boa ya pa o
say I'm saying Brekum Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
Brekum Chelsea entire money zone.
Yes, money zone. And the last time Karim to the Dreams Echo.
Yes, I could do semi final.
Yes, I believe said that experience now when you know. About him the Abwako to go.
I say who be any
who said him. And who said him? I believe say Kotoko bet me. Or say it me boom. Clubs is a no problem. Sa competition way. The reason why I do could call an name is about Ket. A call for to this room. Who check it or movie Emily said we can't also my boy. And yes,
Africa they not from Zao.
Africa is ka. And the football can say is ka.
Because no per diem crowd to out here in dollars.
And say your clubs no person mo koko money ma. Some of the things also muja say be a corporate ball bet him this cable room. And say near at the Saba on board or the Kakreban. Omu ntimi improve normal so that pitches in here the normal make sure say camera ba ho nti o say baby I say ntimi siesie ma etimi nya proper production obi hwa na ni baje ho no o disca bi beru ma na supporters ni educate omu refugee bibia enkoto twede e normal ye bo amanfo wo bunu afo ni no enwa football no ma ntimi nko ani
but at times obo mu twa so edu bibia na mo expose too much okay ya won say a ball tournament bi o Cape Coast
yeah
I'm say it's a Fox for bi o say for the be try. Na stadium o tem bia na ho nyema but no focus here yes
baby ananka
na man ye come colorful but when so dey otumi say no should have
obi anti wo especially across sport ni baba on say on dey ho space ni so nti wo dey kotu baby na ho nyina ehwe obi hwa say Ghana League man for crime team go
that's what be identity
be say na how am see arrange supporters o mo nkasa on say community meeting aboma and say we sit down bank one na be so di akira ya na spaces na dedam no susu tini obi person capture or the tuma musisi mu 111 say mu corner say obi anu am betimi come together.
Alright, it's run
right Africa dey make scan aban dey beboa your clubs dey invest on betimi invest e wo ade o club on betwa players kai ni etimanya quality on the pitch because me ba park me ntimi ma say me behwe bibia keke the players no kwai for so ball trapping kwai omde your coaches no mu improve no ma bebre so that obi ba park e betimi out betimi atwe for the aba na etima bo na league na etima konani
Bernard
Africa Chairman Solonzu Tiesho no so
okay.
So Chama ye balloting no until we second on the ballot paper.
Second.
Obi search na that first no that second. Until wa opese Chairman Solo ebe ye kotoko NCC chairman bia no okwa second na watu ama na Africa win any swadi hu na recently ya akọ donate football items e dey amakotoko team including boot kits na ade nti say ni passe na Africa do people bia kokotoko no yesi enya na bro bedi akonzi ni fata na fata na kono nyankwankwa anu aso nti chairman Solomon Ofosuwale NCC aspirant omumfa 2 minima no na oba ebebo akotoko pa yi
alright
me sorry so no
what's okay
ensa Monday no Africa na me no di nkomo bi and the deva bi mama so ayeshi
yeah
the Monday no me for taxi bi from Odumase a government school where the by Odumase Junction main Awushi Abrikuma road no na Africa me jam me bag to taxi ni boot Toyota Succeed caravan bi bag no lap tablet mi nushim ene niema ne ade ade se taxi driver kro no se na ni atwa so a me for Odumase government school Odumase government school do by Odumase Junction
from where wa ha
anaso of 0243 552728 me number no 0243 552728 taxi driver kro ya me mo ade mamia me so me da nya
I to the back piece FM man so a
I mean sabeka se fi wa haidie na birthday ne se wonya nkunta na aso ba nkunta
o me hwehwe wenwie
se ya hwehwe ne ya hwehwe no se ya we yesi bi na acheche nsu sija so
nti
we ma me ye no anya nkunta birthday nso no wonya nkunta
no mo share borom de bai
ni nyina be ti phone
o so body ne o share borom body no right
enkroma de ba kuma
Bernard Yankuma go te nka na fe Sami Karaga oti wono so enka me the Ernest Bruce me Peter Sokwa na e dey ko social media Facebook no nyame ya adom na sa adom no edom ya next week come start enka say dey agudi hu se me dey ebre etifu yesi achia wo bia yakra mo
Peace FM
Ago! I need this summer ba. Tough roofing systems. And this is Societe Generale. The Asempanamo.
The Asempanamo bo de wuro yi. Asempa ba. Director. Na the Asempa.
The only says so what's with them we. Na se wo ni sika de bobo so a. Tumuda de bobo so ma one time. Ama all the 12 months etua. Tough